Hi everyone, Hammy Lex here, and today's video is going to be about unsafe human foods for your hamster, which includes any kind of fruits or vegetables or anything else that us humans consume. So I'm not going to talk about any safe foods in this video. I will make a separate video just for safe foods for hamsters. So we're just going to talk about unsafe and unhealthy and any kind of foods that can be potentially harmful or deadly to your hamsters. So I hope you guys enjoy the video and thank you for watching. Okay, so let's just start off with chili or anything spicy or spices. This can really cause pain or discomfort in the hamster's stomach and can be very difficult to digest for them because they are so small. So definitely anything spicy or spices and hot things like chili are a big no-no. So there is a very strong chemical, especially in onions and garlics, that can really damage and are toxic to hamsters. Like, for example, when you notice when you cut open an onion, our eyes tend to water. That is the chemical that it releases as soon as you peel it or cut it open. And this chemical can damage a hamster's red blood cells. So this is definitely something you do not ever want to find in any kind of ingredient in treats or in any kind of foods or anything like that. So always check for those 3 items. That is something very toxic to them. Kidney beans in general, especially uncooked kidney beans, are also very toxic to hamsters. So that is also something you do not ever want to feed them. Okay, the next 2 things that you definitely don't ever want to feed your hamsters are rhubarb leaves, and raw potatoes, uncooked potatoes. Raw potatoes contain oxalic acid and arsenic that comes from the roots when they grow, and so that's something you definitely never want to feed your hamsters. Now, there's always a lot of questions on tomatoes. Now, first off, let's just start off with tomato leaves. Those are toxic to hamsters, so you never want to feed those to your hamsters. Now, tomatoes, a lot of people do give their hamsters a tiny little piece of a tomato, like maybe the skin, but honestly, I just really would not recommend it. I would just stay away from it. There are so many other things you can give your hamsters that are safe. Tomatoes can tend to be very acidic and can also upset their stomachs. So I personally just stay away from tomatoes in general. Now, iceberg lettuce is something I would also not give to your hamsters. There are lots of other lettuces that are better. I would just stick with, regular red and green leaf lettuce. But iceberg lettuce, it's very watery first off, and if you give iceberg lettuce, let's just say you would give a piece of this every single day to your hamster, this will actually cause liver problems for the hamsters eventually. So it's just something that you don't need to give to your hamster, and it's really watery and all that stuff anyway. So iceberg lettuce I would definitely stay away from. And eggplants are something that you just typically want to stay away from as well. This is something that is also toxic to hamsters and can upset their stomachs. So now we're going to talk about salt, and salt is something you definitely want to stay away from at all times, especially any kind of foods that have salt in them. This can cause your hamster to lose its fur or hair loss and get patches and all that stuff. So salt is definitely a huge no-no. So to follow with the salt, any canned foods, any canned carrots, anything canned that you would find at a grocery store contains a lot of chemicals, a lot of salts, and things like that. So that is just also I would categorize under with the salt. Just a big no-no to give to hamsters. Next, I would have to go with almonds. Almonds are also a big no. They contain cyanide, which can lead to death if you give your hamster too many of these, or if your hamster is eating these on a regular basis. I would stop immediately. This is something very serious and toxic to your hamster. And of course, the big one, we all love citrus fruits. They look so delicious and we eat them with joy, but these are not good for your hamsters, so stay away from any kind of citrus fruits. They are very acidic and can upset their tummies. They also could get diarrhea from it, so definitely stay away from any delicious looking citrus fruits. Any kind of jams or jellies, homemade, bought from the store, this is all a big no-no. It's very high in sugars and very sticky, so it could get caught in their cheeks and stuff, and there's chemicals and stuff as well in it that are from the store-bought ones, so definitely something to stay away from as well. Any kind of pork products is also not healthy and toxic to your hamster, and you should definitely stay away from any pork products. Now the last thing on my list is of course the lovely chocolates and candy. Now chocolate, let's talk about chocolate. It's very toxic to a hamster. This could lead into stopping their flow of blood, all the nutrients, oxygen, or hormones to and from cells inside their little bodies. So this is a big no and should never be fed to any hamster at all. And of course, candy just often contains tons and tons of sugary stuff and also chemicals. So this is also something that should not be fed to your hamster. So that is just my list of unsafe human foods that I would never give my hamster, with also doing research online and stuff like that. So I hope this will actually help anybody that needed to know this kind of stuff, and thank you so much for watching. And like I said earlier, I will get another video out about safe foods that you can feed your hamster, so please stay tuned for that. And thanks guys for watching. Bye!